Okay, now we're going to learn about latex. Latex is a resist that you can use if you want to be able to glaze a portion of something but not another color, and you want to have two colors side by side but not overlapping. This is more conducive when you have forms that are not kind of flat. You know, when we are glazing, we're either dipping or we're pouring. So it's easy to get kind of a straight line if you have a rim that's like this, where when you dip it upside down, you'll get an even coat of glaze on this rim here, and I could probably stop it if I wanted to have the rest of this bowl be an entirely different color. Or I can glaze the inside by pouring in and then dumping out. I can have the inside be a specific color and then wax this so that the other glaze, as I dip it, doesn't get on top or is easily wiped away if it does. But that's because this is a pretty, horizontal, even surface. When you're dealing with something that's a little bit more organic or not a shape that's conducive to that, then if you want to have a glaze color on the inside, you want to have a different color on the outside, the best resist that you want to use is latex. If you have time, you could also glaze the inside a color, and wherever it, goes a place that you don't want it, you can always use your sponge, to wipe away a glaze. But as you can see, that action results in water absorbing into the bisqueware. And it's exactly the porosity of the bisqueware that allows just the right amount of glaze to be absorbed to the surface. So if you're short on time, that might not be an option for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint latex on the outside, because the rule of thumb is that you always want to glaze the inside before you glaze the outside. And that is because, shaky hands or not, that is because you would risk damaging the glazed surface by glazing the outside first, because you have to handle it you have to handle it a lot, the bowl or the object, whatever you're glazing. You have to handle it quite a bit to be able to glaze the inside. And so a general rule of thumb, again general, doesn't apply to every single circumstance. General rule of thumb is to glaze the inside first. So this is preparatory work in order to glaze. The glazing process is actually fairly quick, the act of glazing. The masking that you might want to use to create a specific design is usually what ends up taking the most amount of time.